Hey everyone, it's Mo. I'm going to be talking about ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Um, what is ADHD? It's a neurobehavioral disorder characterized by core symptoms of inattentiveness, distractibility, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. Everyone has issues of inattention or hyperactivity at times, but there are people out there that have it more consistently and they fall into the category of ADHD. Some students have difficulty concentrating in class or with homework. Some students struggle with being constant, hyperactive, and certain behaviors that they have in class. The combination of the two are what pretty much make ADHD. It can be treated with behavioral therapy, medications, or potential school accommodations such as 504s, or even if 504s don't go through or in the process, teacher, sometimes teachers make accommodations with students and kind of do what's pretty much for the 504, but it's not maybe official yet. So there's going to be three parts for the classroom behaviors and challenges. The first is inattention. So students might have careless mistakes, forgetting things / deadlines, being sensitive to stress, disorganized and misplacing things, difficulty paying attention in class, easily distracted and forgetful, frequently late and bored quickly. Um, for hyperactivity, they might have internal restlessness, fidgeting, talking excessively or interrupting others, feeling overwhelmed, and maybe cannot sit through a class. They might have to step out at some parts for like a few minutes just to kind of retrace and get back to their own thoughts and kind of refocus and then go back in and continue on with the class. The third is impulsivity. So if some people will change classes or want to change classes often or change jobs, they might be impatient, might miss more classes, interrupt others, become more easily frustrated. Um, so some strategies for counselors and teachers. So for counselors, ideally try and, if you know that students might be facing these type of symptoms, try and have a 504 plan or start the process of that. If we see that there's a evidence of major life activity being affected, so if and also if the students bring up the scenario, maybe they might have issues with class or the grades and whatnot. It could be because maybe ADHD, depending on the symptoms that we talked about. And so you do like the classroom observations, teacher recommendations, and then also sit with your team and review the students' information. If there's any diagnoses from a therapist or anything like that, or medications, take all those things into consideration and see if they qualify. And in that process, or if they don't, then you can also talk to teachers to see if they can work with the students if there is no 504. Maybe try and adjust the schedule with the student if needed or if possible. Also, maybe providing maybe accommodations for like testing an alternative location or time, or encouraging that. For teachers, you can try and have them sit in front of the class, establish kind of rules and conduct for the class and maybe their expectations, provide extended time on assignments and tests. That could be helpful for students that maybe aren't always able to focus. So you kind of give them the tests separate parts at a time, and just kind of go about it differently with them. A main thing you can try and do is redirection in class when they're off task or not paying attention, and that could be kind of just walking towards them or kind of tapping their desk or maybe asking them a question or something like that, just to kind of make sure that they get back involved. But yeah, that's pretty much what some stuff about ADHD, and with the K through 12 setting, we see it very often. It's very common, um, and just in general as a disorder. So we definitely will be seeing that when we're working with students. We'll probably have a good handful of those. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is my references. I'll just use one reference mainly in my experience from my internship. But this, I used the Psychology Today's website based off of ADHD, and it gave me good information on that. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys.